What's up, YouTube? My name's David and I'm the woodworking accountant. Welcome to today's video. Now I have to say this video differs from most of my others in that I'm coming to you live from my recliner. Typically I'm out in the field hanging swarm traps or out in my garage building something cool, but I want you to think of today's video kind of like a fireside chat. Now something cool happened to me today and I want to share that with you. I had an old cell phone and it went for a swim and it has been dead for the last year. Now I just decided to plug it in to see what would happen today after it had been sitting in a bag of rice for about 6 months. Miraculously it turned on and all of the videos and pictures that I thought were lost forever came back to life. Now one of the videos in particular that I watched and just it brought a big old smile to my face was the first swarm that I ever caught. And it was caught out of this tree right here. You'll see over my left shoulder, I've got a swarm trap and it is right in my backyard. Now I remember this day like it was yesterday, and I'd like to share with you what was going on in my head and also what was actually going on. So in this first clip you can see that there are some bees flying in and out of my trap. In my mind, I was thinking, I've caught him. I've caught the swarm. I've done it. And the reason there's only a couple bees flying around here is because the rest are inside. Now, in actuality, I know that these are scout bees, and they were just coming to check out the place. All right, a couple hours go by, and a few more bees are showing up. My level of excitement is so stinking high at this point. I think that I've caught it, I've done it. This silly thing I've read about called swarm trapping on the internet, I'm actually doing it. And I'm so excited. So excited that I was talking to a coworker, Chris. We were talking about something totally unrelated. Now, I'd given Chris some honey in the past, and I just had to find a way to squeeze it in a conversation. So I mentioned it on the phone. He was interested, and so I filmed this next clip for Chris and actually sent it to him. All right, Chris, here's the hive trap I set up. As you can see here, got all kinds of activity outside. This is great news. So in this next video, I was so excited I needed to call somebody else. So I called my Aunt Ellen. She's also a beekeeper up in Iowa, and she was super excited for me and has been very supportive of all my endeavors up until this point. So here's the clip that I sent to Aunt Ellen. All right, Aunt Ellen, I set out my first swarm trap in the backyard, and I've had it out for 3 days. And it looks like I just caught my first swarm. There were scout bees yesterday, and then today they've just been piling in. I'm going to let them get established and then transfer them to a 10 frame colony when I'm all finished. But pretty cool. 10 foot off the ground. And here's the backyard. And it's super close to my house. All right, now a full day has gone by. The scout bees have checked out the trap and they think that it's a place that they would like to live. So they go back and they get the rest of the swarm and bring them along. And I'll tell you what, if you've ever had the privilege of watching this happen, it is incredible. All of a sudden, bees start coming just out of nowhere, and they just start showing up on the trap. It is loud. You can hear them buzzing. It is a very loud sound, and they're just coming in from every direction and swarming to the trap. I was so happy that I got to see this with this trap being right in my backyard. To any of you trappers, I would highly encourage you to put at least one trap out a window. It may not be the best spot, but when you can watch the process of scouting more scouts, and then the whole swarm showing up is absolutely incredible. The rest of the colony has arrived. They are just piling in there. In the last clip, you can see all the bees are just hanging on the outside of the telescoping cover. In my mind, I was thinking, I caught such a big swarm that they can't all fit inside, and that these are just the bees that are on deck to get inside. I was wrong. I was wrong. For whatever reason, the bees weren't ready to go in, and I should have just let them hang out and go in naturally. I did try to force it, and I would recommend, if any of you beekeepers run into this, give it a couple days. Let them move in on their own. Let them start bringing nectar and pollen into the hive and start viewing it as their permanent home. And I think you'll be much more successful getting that swarm to settle in and then transferring them over to a regular Langstroth hive. So I set up a beehive trap in my backyard, sprayed it with some lemongrass oil. I set it out there about 5 days ago. I looked out the window today. It looks like I've caught my first swarm. See them hanging off the bottom? So I'm gonna let them be in here for a few days, and then I'm gonna transfer them over to our farm. Pretty cool. Before this video wraps up, I'd just like to take a second to thank all of you, the viewers. Thank you for the likes, thank you for subscribing to my channel, and thank you for all the positive comments that you've left on a lot of my videos. This really makes me feel good about the content I'm putting out there. And I'd like to let you know that my goal for this vlog is for all of you to learn something. Hopefully you can pick up something here or there in one of my videos that helps you catch a swarm. Whether you're a first-time beekeeper and trapping a swarm is how you plan on getting started, or you're an experienced beekeeper and you just want to grow out your apiary, I hope you enjoy swarm trapping and I hope you find success. When I think of all of the things that I do, you know, outside of family, faith, and friends, when it comes to hobbies, I love beekeeping. I really do. It is one of the most satisfying endeavors that I've done ever, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. And I hope that the swarm trapping can give you the kickstart or jumpstart that you need. All right, that's the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Now, if you find success this spring, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to post in the comments, or go on my Instagram, DS Timberworks, or go on Facebook, DS Timberworks, and show me your catch. Nothing would make me happier than seeing you, the viewers, find success wherever you decide to set up a swarm trap. Good luck, everybody, this season, and be safe.